Okay, great. So I hope all of you managed to install the latest version of Eon XR on both mobile devices and also your laptops. Laptop wise, on your desktop, but desktop wise, I mean, it is essential as well. But most importantly is to have it in your iPad, is because, you know, when you go for your demos and all, this will be the most useful tool. So now allow me to share my screen. Putri, any point of time, you guys have any question, feel free to unmute yourself and then you can just ask me anything. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so I hope all of you are able to see the screen of my iPad here now. Okay, so what I'm going to focus into is the Metaverse Builder, because for the basic 3D lesson and all, it's still the same. No much changes. For example, you can see 3D models here, like this Cetal Space Needle. If I were to come down, human cell, I mean animal cell, anatomy of the stomach, those are still the same experiences in the platform, whereby you use a particular 3D model to create a 3D lesson. All right, maybe just some new changes there, but not as much as for us to cover in this meeting. But since we are here, you know, for a short while, I will focus more on the latest products, which is the Metaverse Builder. All right, so bottom right plus icon, okay, Metaverse Builder. But of course, today is not the end of the training. We will meet again when I'm back in Singapore. We can have an online session.
Hi, Ali Muralidharan. Would you like to create with guided assistance, explore the physical world with AI assistance, browse the library?
Okay. So here, all right, once you go into Metaverse Builder, you have 4 different options here: create, explore, role play, library. Library, the last option, is basically if I select that, it will take me back to the home page where I will see all the pre-built contents, which you have already seen earlier on when I started the app. I will go one by one: create first, explore, and then to role play. So let me go into create.
Choose an AI persona to shape the tone and style of the content we will generate for you in the later stages.
Okay, so in create mode, I can change my avatar here. All right, this is called Eon Persona. So the purpose of Eon Persona, we came out with this, is to cater to some especially from the education sector, for our learners from the junior level, especially because for example, in Singapore we have some primary schools. They requested specifically for this Eon Persona so that it becomes more fun and experiential for the users when they are learning, especially the young students. Like for example, if I were to select Albert Einstein and then I ask a question about how to play basketball, the avatar is going to answer like Albert Einstein, like how you should aim and how you should position yourself in a very scientific manner. But if I select poetic and I ask any questions about how to perform CPR, it will provide me the answer, the correct answer, but in a poetic manner. So this is something very interesting. You can also explore it at your own time. But for now, I'll just stick to our default persona. So I go to default persona, I place it in a real life environment.
Non-reflective surface and tap to position.
Okay, I place it here.
Please select a topic from the following segments. If you choose.
So while I'm here, I can select any of the main domain that I would like to learn about. For example, if I go into education, excuse me, these are the list of subjects: health and human services, business, liberal arts, and etc. I go back, I select enterprise. These are the type of topics that we have under the enterprise subject, such as energy, aerospace, and etc. Let me go back to education, select one of the topics here. I will take health and human services. Here, you'll be able to select a main topic. All right. You have dentistry, healthcare. For example, if I go to healthcare, you find all these, subtopics here. At the same time, I can go to, for example, allied health sciences, the very first one, and then let's just select one of it here. I'm going to select medical procedures and techniques, and then I go next. So once I go next, I need to select a picture of medical procedure and techniques as a reference for my AI assistant. I will just pick maybe this, the third one, which says first aid tips. I select that, I go next. Okay, this image can't be used. Okay, maybe it's the private. I'll just take the first one. Okay, I go next. And then I place my lesson, my picture here. So what will happen is my avatar will start to teach me based on the picture. Okay, just give it a while to load.
Select to explain about the parts or show the process.
Right, so here I can tell whether do I want to learn about the parts or the process. Let's select process and see what it does.
Medical procedures and techniques involve several components. The process begins with diagnosis, where
Okay,
doctors identify the patient
I'll
as
take a
condition.
pause here. I'm not sure what happened to the language. I think I selected, maybe I selected Malay language earlier on for the demo. That's why it's speaking accent is a bit Malay. But it's okay. Anyway, that can be changed afterwards. Now, what I want to show you is, once I have placed a picture, selected a topic, I selected a picture, my avatar has created all these knowledge portals for me. For example, radiology. It provides text, an image, and a video. Rehabilitation, text, image, video. So all these are AI generated contents based on the particular topic which I've selected. That is medical procedures and techniques. Now I will select continue, all right, to pick a 3D model for my lesson. I go to continue. I can select one
Select
of the
subtopic to search for 3D model or image.
Yeah, I can select one of the 3D models, one of the keyword here to find for a 3D model. If, for example, now I have diagnosis, treatment, etc. But what I want to do is I want to look for a 3D model of a hospital. Scroll down, select custom, and then you can pick hospital here. Okay, so here I need to change my, okay, I'm not sure why it's in Korean. Okay, English, that's right. So, okay, here, hospital. Okay, so I use text to speech to mention the keyword I want. I go next. So now it will take you to Eon XR 3D Assets Library. You can even find it under Sketchfab. At the top here, you can switch to Sketchfab. You know, it's a popular library with a lot of 3D models. But within XR library itself, we have a lot of 3D models that is on hospital. All right, I can select one of the 3D model here and put it in my real life environment. And the avatar will start to continue teaching me about this particular topic. Let me select this hospital environment. I go next and I place it here.
Select to explain about the parts or show the process.
So here, I'm going to select now parts. Earlier on, I selected process, right? Here, I'll select parts. I go next.
A hospital is a healthcare facility that provides medical procedures and techniques to patients. It consists of various components or elements such as doctors, nurses.
I'll take a pause here. So as you can see, the moment I selected the hospital, my avatar is able to create all these knowledge portals about hospital. That it consists of doctors, nurses, emergency department, what's an emergency department, how it looks like, a video about emergency department, operating rooms, everything. But what I want to do is I'm going to switch to 1:1 scale. You just use your 2 fingers, zoom in. So now you can see I'm actually in this boardroom, right? This is a boardroom here. But I'm going to pinch and scale this hospital room. And now I have immersed myself into this virtual environment. I'm going to select continue. So once I
Would you
select
like to add
continue,
another model?
my avatar would ask me, do I want to add another model? So this is the cool thing about Metaverse Builder, because the base product, you can only create lessons using one model, but in Metaverse Builder, you can add multiple 3D models to one lesson. I select yes. Okay. So here are some
Select
keywords.
subtopic to search for 3D model or image.
But I'll select custom ventilator. Okay, so I'm going to search for a 3D model of a ventilator. Okay, so it's now in our XR library. I select ventilator, one of the model here. I go next, and then I place it here. Okay, so you can see within this lesson now, I am in a hospital room. All right, this is a hospital room. This is not the boardroom here.
Select to explain about the parts or show the process.
Okay, so you can see all these knowledge portals on the ventilator. I can select about the parts, and then the avatar once again will start teaching me.
A ventilator is a medical device used to assist patients in breathing when they are unable to do so on their own. The procedure involves several components. An air compressor generates
Okay,
pressurized
I'll take a
air,
pause here.
which is then delivered to the.
Okay, no, I'll end the wizard.
Here are some additional activities you can do. Add more objects,
Okay.
assessments.
So now what you can do is bottom left-hand corner, you have the AI portal. Okay, you select the AI portal here. You go to options at the top. Okay, so I can select teach me, and then it will start teaching me about the ventilator, right? So I can select teach me, and then this avatar will continue teaching me about the ventilator.
A ventilator is a crucial medical device used to support respiratory function for patients who cannot breathe adequately on their own. It consists of various components working together seamlessly. The air compressor generates pressurized air, which is then directed through the inspiratory hose.
Okay, I'll take a pause here. So as you can see, while the avatar is talking, it has the ability to show and tell, right? To point and talk about the specific parts of a ventilator. I go back to options, all right? Sometimes as learners, we may not know what to ask our teacher, right? Not to worry. You select suggested questions, you will have all the questions, AI-generated questions here. I can select one of it and my avatar will provide me the answer.
A ventilator is a machine that helps a person breathe.
Right, so there you go. All right, you can select one of the AI-generated question. Let's go back to options. We select assessments. So under assessments here, all right.
Here are the generated assessments for this subject.
Okay. So here's that, start quiz challenge, right? What is the purpose?
What is the purpose of a ventilator?
Okay, so this is AI-generated assessment, all right? But of course, you have the flexibility to add your own assessments as well, your own assessments and your own answers. Now, let me come back here, all right? Now, the question is, I go to AI chat. I have the microphone button at the bottom. I know when I select the microphone button, I ask any questions, the AI is going to provide me with the answers. That is very obvious, right? Because, this is AI and it gets its responses from all kind of open AI resources. But what we have now is custom trained AI. So with custom trained AI, you train the AI, okay? And what happens is when learners ask any question based on the particular data set that you use to train the AI, all right, the avatar will only provide answers based on the data set. So for example, I go to options, I go to custom trained AI. Here, I will have a list of documents which I have already added to the system. So now I picked Hamilton, this ventilator, because you can see there is an option called ventilator Hamilton. This is a document that talks about ventilator Hamilton. Now, when I select this, ventilator Hamilton, okay, I go back to AI chat. I can keep the microphone button.
I'm your institution's trained eye, well-versed in ventilator. Hamilton G5 dataset. Ask me anything
Yeah,
about
I can hit the
ventilator.
microphone button and I can ask anything about ventilator Hamilton. Let's try this out. Tell me about ventilator Hamilton. So this answer that the avatar is going to give me is particularly from the document, which is the Train AI. After this demo session, I will show it to you how to, train your own AI. That's for sure. I'll show it to you very shortly.
The Hamilton G5
Okay,
ventilator.
so this is a full complex answer. Now to ensure that, let's validate this, what I will do is I will hit the microphone and ask an irrelevant question and let's look at the response. Tell me about Samsung Galaxy handphone.
I'm sorry, but there is no information provided about Samsung.
Right? This is because what I am doing now is I have actually selected a custom trained AI, but if I turn it off, then I have the freedom to ask any questions I want. Okay, so with that, all right, so we know you can add multiple objects to one particular lesson. Under the options, you have the custom trained AI, you have AI generated assessments and etc. Now, I'm going to close this lesson. All right, I can update the thumbnail of the lesson. I can take a new picture and this will be my new thumbnail. I can edit the title, set the correct level, parent category, lesson category where necessary. You can keep the lesson private or you can sell it on marketplace as well. All right, so with Eon XR, you can create lessons and you can sell it on marketplace. So allow me to save and exit. Now it will take me back to the lesson landing page. Okay, so in my lesson landing page here, I scroll down, I'll be able to see, wow, there's 27 audio, 27 video, and all these are just AI generated contents. Of course, you can add your own custom contents, that is fine, but for the demo's sake, all right, what I'm showing you is the power of Eon Spatial AI, where it creates all the necessary knowledge portals for you, and you can just share it with your learners. Below your profile icon here, all right, you see AI report. I select AI report, I'll be able to find the complete AI conversation I had with my avatar, the questions and answers. Not only that, it provides all the knowledge portal information like the image, video, YouTube links, everything which was added, it has it. I scroll down, I'll be able to see even more information, right? All the complete, right? Everything you will find it, everything you will find it under this AI report, okay? This is for the create mode. So I'm going to move on to the second part, which is the explore mode. Explore mode is where now I will show you how you can add knowledge portals on real life objects. But before that, feel free to let me know if you have any questions before I continue. Thank you.
Hi, Ali.
Okay, if you have no question, then allow me to continue. All right, but of course, feel free to anytime just let me know if any questions, or just we can even have it after my demo session is over. So now I'll go to explore mode. Explore mode is where, so we know with create mode you can pick 3D models, put knowledge portals, so many things. But now I want to show you how you can also do it on real life objects. Put a persistent anchor in your room and then start injecting knowledge portals on real life materials. I go to explore.
Choose an AI persona to shape the
I pick my avatar, default. I put it here.
Please vote. Welcome to Bokawa, Bulacan. Did you know that Bokawa is famous for its annual Bokawa River Festival?
Okay.
Please start by setting up a persistent anchor.
So apparently I'm in Bacau, somewhere in the Philippines. Yeah, this university is here. So it gives me a welcome message based on my geolocation. Now I select continue. I'm going to set my persistent anchor. All right. So this, oops. Okay. Yeah. So just go around the white lines until it turns green. So the purpose of this anchor is so that now when I put the knowledge portals on the real life objects, later when my students walk into this room, they should know where to stand. All right. So if they enter this classroom, this boardroom, if they stand only in this spot and they bring out their iPad, they will see the floating knowledge portals on real life objects. So it says anchor was created, snap a picture. So I take a picture like this. So this is for easier identification. So students will know when they come inside the room, they have to stand here so that they will see the knowledge portals on real life objects. I save. Okay, so I'm going to use the AI image icon, the center icon, there's 3 circles, select the center one. Okay, I'm going to place my knowledge portal. Okay, I don't have much things here. All I see is just like trophies. Okay, so I don't have a lot of things. Yeah, so I'll just put a persistent anchor, the annotation marker on my laptop. Okay, so let me put this here. Okay, so what it will do, the AI image recognition feature will look for results that is similar to the picture which I just snapped. All right, so this is a real laptop. This is not a 3D laptop. It's my real laptop now. So let's see what happens. Okay, it's very accurate because I am using HP Pavilion laptop here. Okay, so I'm going to select this. I go next. So this is slightly different. What my avatar will do now is it will provide me an orientation about this product.
HP Pavilion i5 16GB/512GB is a powerful laptop with a large memory capacity. The HP Pavilion i5
Yeah, I'll just skip quickly here.
Here is a video. When you're done exploring.
So what the avatar has done is provided me a picture, a text, and a video. This is just an orientation, or rather an introduction about the laptop. When I select continue at the top, it will provide me the enhanced knowledge portals. Okay, so it's just asking to wait for a while, but I'll just walk closer to the knowledge portals. So here you can see, all right, the various knowledge portals, such as the processor.
HP Pavilion i5 16GB/512GB.
Okay.
Would you like to add another
So you ask me whether
annotation?
do I want to add another annotation. I say yes. I found something here, so I'll take a picture of this. Okay, so this is a air freshener, right? Yeah, so I'll just put an annotation here as well. Let's see if it's able to, all right, as big as you can find out about laptop. Let's see if it can do about this air freshener. There we go. It has everything that I want. All right. So I'll take these and then I go this and then I go next, and then I can continue to create the knowledge portals here as well. And you can continue to add multiple annotations on various objects within a room. If you're a science lab, you have a lot of equipments. You can do this on all the equipments, right? So let me skip this part.
Product photography showcase.
Okay, I will end the wizard here. So now
On your AI guide.
okay, let me put my avatar a bit here. So you can see on my laptop here, I have all these knowledge portals.
Product photography. Here are some additional.
Okay, graphics. You have all the knowledge portals here. Battery life, everything you need to know. All right, you can find it here. All right, and likewise, if I turn here, I can find the knowledge portals on these what do you call that, on this air freshener as well. So this is on the Explore site, where it's the modern way of doing a digital twin. The digital twin, it's a very traditional model format, right? You take a scan and then you put knowledge portal and then you have to do an overlap on the real object. Now you don't have to worry about all that. Just put a persistent anchor, which I put here. So students walk into this room, they stand here, all right? They will be able to see all these knowledge portals in the classroom. So now let me exit the lesson. Okay, I'll just update the thumbnail. Let's take a picture like this. Okay, and then I save and exit this lesson. Okay, I need to set a parent category. So ensure that you always have set your categories well. Okay, then AI report once again, because the avatar who generated all this information, right, on the HP laptop and etc. So you can find it here. I scroll down, all right. Here you will see the anchor location. Okay, so you see view anchor image. So students know that they need to come to this classroom. They need to stand here to look at the knowledge portals. This is the anchor location, right? I'm here, Dr. Yanga's College. Yeah, so I'm exactly somewhere here. So students know that they need to come here in order to find the lessons of the real life knowledge portal. So let's try it out. I select start experience. So when I select start experience, you will ask me whether do I want to use persistent anchor. I say yes. You will ask to move to this image. Okay, so this is where I put the persistent anchor, right? It says your anchor is resolved.
Hello.
And there we go. We have
This
the
is an
knowledge portals
experience about
on
HP
all
Pavilion
the
i5 16 gigabytes / 512 gigabytes.
Okay, everything is still intact on the parts here. So we
Next, I
have the
will
avatar
explain to you about
and all
real
this,
world
right?
environment.
Okay, so that is for the AI. In a way, we call this the new term is IntelliScan, all right, because it has the ability to scan real model and put knowledge portals on them. Okay, now moving on. This is the newest of all, which is Eon Role Play. All right. So with this role play feature, let's try it out. Metaverse Builder. Okay. So you can see the third option, role play.
Hi, Ali Mur.
Okay. I come here. I put my
Please
avatar
locate a
here.
flat, non-ref.
So role play is a new product on soft skills. So for soft skills, right, it helps students to develop or to improve their profession by, training themselves using the product. For example, they are going for a job interview. Then they can train themselves how to interview someone or how to behave like an interviewee. Or they are going for some contract negotiation skills. They can train themselves here before they go to the real side. And in fact, it's not only for learning, but training, and also it gives you an assessment, a summary of your performance. So let's go to one of the topics. So you can see quite a number of topics are here. Let me just select maybe business skills. Okay, and then here there's a lot of topics here. I'm going to select, I hope you can see clearly here. I'm going to select conflict resolution simulation. I go next. So first the avatar will ask me to study about the topic, and then I will be ready for the role play. Okay, so let's study this part first. Select an image, all right, for the reference of the lesson that you are learning about. So here the avatar is going to create knowledge portals and teach me about conflict resolution strategies. So at the top you can see learn, train, and assess.
Conflict resolution simulation in business skills is a training exercise.
I'll take a pause here first. So all these knowledge portals about conflict resolution simulation. All right, communication, empathy, negotiation. So as a student, I first need to learn about all these. When I'm done, I select continue. So once I select continue, I can choose the scenario. All right, the scenario, all right, for example, it can be negotiating a salary increase or resolving a dispute over project ownership or addressing, choose any one of it. I'll just choose maybe, let's just see. I'll just stick to negotiating a salary increase, all right? Maybe I should be ready, right? I should also prepare myself so that I can ask my manager for a salary increase. So this is a good time for me to also practice myself. I go next. Okay, so now you choose whether do you want to be the employee or do you want to be the manager? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to be the employee here. You can always switch. I can take the manager role, but it's okay. I want to be the employee who wants to ask for a higher pay. Okay, and my opponent is the manager. I go next, right? So here's some character, personality that it will generate for you. All right, so let's see what are the kind of personality it generates. Okay, so John is a confident and experienced manager who is well aware of his work. He expects a substantial salary increase based on his achievement and market value. All right, there's a few here. Okay, now let's see. Let me select one of it. I'll just go to Emily maybe. Okay, Emily is a manager, prefers logical, data-driven. Okay, I go next. Now I choose my opponent. or Emily, right? Emily must be a lady, so I'll choose a lady here. Then I select choose. Okay. Hello, welcome to the role play session on negotiating salary increase in conflict resolution simulation within business skills. My role is employee and the opponent is manager with the following persona. Emily is a diligent and detail-oriented manager who prefers a logical approach to negotiation. She will focus on presenting accomplishment and the impact she has made on company's bottom line. Let's get started. Okay, so I am now the employee, right? Okay.
Hello, I'm Emily.
Okay, so now I'm just going to hit the microphone icon and say, okay, I'm not going to do a very good job here. I'm just going to do a very, very bad job so that you can see the results later, all right? So let me start again. Hi, I want a salary increment. Oops. Okay.
Hello, thank you for expressing your interest in a salary increment. Before we proceed, I would like to discuss the reasons you believe you deserve a salary increase and any relevant data or achievements you have to support your request.
Because I'm just the best worker in the company, so give me a salary increment. Okay, so I just need to do some touch-ups here because my pronunciation isn't good. But then again, all right, you always use the keyboard.
Thank you for your confidence in your abilities. To ensure a fair and data-driven negotiation.
Okay, so let me ask one more last question. Don't talk so much and just increase my salary. Thank you. Okay, so I'm a very rude employee here.
I understand your request, but as a diligent and detail-oriented manager.
Okay, I'll take a pause here. All right. So the bottom part of the screen, the right part, the bottom right is the microphone icon. But before that, you can see there's a flag icon there. When I select it, I'll be able to look at the results. So let's take a look at my own assessment. So here's an overview chart, right? My avatar is back. Okay. So in the overview chart, yeah, I will know how well I performed as an employee who's asking for salary increment. So let's take a look. Yeah, this part, it just takes a little while for it to load because it's assessing my performance, right? But meanwhile, like I mentioned, for this role play, it's not limited to only business negotiation skills. There were other aspects as well, medical and finance. There's so many things, but even I have not gotten the time to explore everything because there's so much, right? But it's so good and interesting. In fact, earlier on, some of the professors here were exploring on, politician and all. All right, so it was nice to see how they were using
This
it
is your
for law.
overview chart and your score is
Okay,
52%.
here's my score.
Click on summary or details report for
Okay,
more
so you
information.
can see I did a very bad one. My final score 22%. My presentation, preparation, my respectfulness, everything is down. Let's go to summary. Okay, so it says very informal.
Here's a summary of your role.
I go to detailed report, it will say so much of things. All right, you will say how bad I did. All right, how bad I did in terms of, firstly, the employee initiated, higher one salary increment is lack of professionalism, etc. So everything here.
Initiated the conversation about a salary increase, which shows
I'll
proactiveness.
just save and exit this lesson here.
And your
Okay, so that is for the role play on how you can master yourself, all right, using the soft skills. So now we also have not only have hard skills, but we also have soft skills where we are able to train ourselves and engage in a conversation with the avatar, and the avatar will be able to provide guidance on how to behave or how to prepare ourselves for situations like, for example, going for a business negotiation skills or for a job interview. So before I wrap up, just allow me to take a few minutes to show you the Aeon Train AI. So earlier on, I was sharing with you about the Aeon Train AI on how you can now train your own AI assistant here. So at the bottom right, you see the Ask Trained AI. So I select this. For example, this topic, beyond human computer interaction. Okay. I select this. Okay. I'm just going to copy paste and ask. Tell me more about.
Ali, I'm not sure if they can see it, but I can't see it. But if they can see it, I think it's
okay.
more on
Yeah,
my
yeah.
recording. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I will reshare my screen. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. So once again, all right. So basically, I was just switching screen to my web portal here. Okay. So as I was saying, the train AI perspective, right? So bottom right here, you have Ask Trained AI. Okay. So when I select Ask Trained AI, here we have already added some data sets here for our users to just try it out. So for example, I select this beyond human computer interaction. I say, tell me more about beyond human computer interaction. This is now like ChatGPT, right? Because you ask a question, it provides you an answer. But this answer that is providing, this is based on the data set which I have added to the system. Okay. It will not, this answer did not come from OpenAI. So for example, I say, tell me about Singapore. All right. It will say, I don't know, because this isn't ChatGPT. So how do you train this AI? Okay. So at the top here, you have my workspace. Okay. You select my workspace and then you go to train AI. And then find the last part here, you have train AI. You go to train AI and then here you select create data set. So once you select create data set, here you can name your data set. For example, I call these Robicod, hardware instructions, for example. Okay. And then I select create. Once you select create, down here, you just drag and drop the documents. The documents which you want to train your AI with. You can drop any kind of PDF or Microsoft Word document, all right? And then let the system to train the AI. When it's done, you come back, okay? You will see it's, if the status is ready, but now this has no documents, right? I can always anytime select the pencil icon here to edit, and I can drag and drop and import my documents. Once it's imported, you can go back to the home page. You will find it under the Ask Train AI. Okay. Oops, sorry, I missed one step. What you need to do is once you have imported the document, you need to publish it, right? You see this cloud icon, you just need to publish, and then you will be able to immediately select the chat and you will be able to chat with the AI. So the question is this like those bank websites or some corporate websites, you have those Ask Jamie or Ask Annie, at the bottom right here. And then, excuse me, you ask any questions, it provides an answer. Is it like that? Well, I would say no, because for those chat robots, you need to train the chatbot. Like, hey, if a customer asks this is what you need to answer. If a customer asks what time is the operating hours, you have to manually, feed the robot with the answer, and then it will be ready to provide answers to questions. But with train AI, you don't have to do that. Just drag and drop the document. For example, this document about Beyond Computer, this is a very huge file. I still remember it was about 400 pages. One of the customer gave it to me to test it out in real time. Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, I have it here actually with me. So it's a very huge document. Oh, it's 474 pages. Yeah. So it's a very, very huge document that talks about interaction design and so much of information here. All I did was I took this document, I went into the train AI, and then let's see, human, right? Edit icon, and I imported it here. Yeah, this is the document. It's about 15 MB. I just drag and drop here, and the system was able to quickly, it took me less than 4 minutes actually. It was just within 3 minutes, the AI was able to absorb, and then it's able to provide me answers within the data set. So with that, I will take a pause now. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much.
Do you want me to stop recording, or you want to record a question and answers as well?
I think we can record if there's any question and answers. Yeah, we'll see what kind of question and answers we have from the team.
So I'd like to ask something kind of outside of these topics, but so we tried spatial meeting yesterday. I'd like to know, like, is the spatial meeting feature already work on Oculus or VR?
Okay. At the moment, sorry, you got to mute yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For spatial meeting, it only works on mobile devices at the moment. It is not available on Oculus or any other VR headsets, but it's in the pipeline. The developers are working on it. We may expect to see it maybe in the early 2024. It might be available. Yeah, but at the moment, no promises yet. Yeah. Yeah, KL, I think you can end the recording. Yeah.